This is The Weekly on ClickOrlando.com with Justin Warmoth.
This morning on The Weekly, since the deadly school shooting in Parkland, how to make schools safer has been a top priority to many, including 4 Orange County mothers. Their ideas, though, do not require arming teachers. And those moms are joining us on The Weekly this morning. Ladies, thank you so much for being here this morning to talk about this very important initiative and what you guys are all about. First, I'd like to introduce each of you, starting from left to right. We have Rhonda Pillack, Tiffany Womack, Katie Lassess, and Stacy Archer. Again, thank you so much for being here to talk about the SAFE initiative. And Katie, explain what this is.
So this is a group of moms and friends who, after the recent tragedy, had decided that it was time to get together and form some kind of initiative in our schools to protect our kids. Currently, a lot of the districts are focusing on making significant changes to mental health, and though we believe that's important and part of the picture, we are more focused on hardening the schools with measures that can be put in place now.
When you think of hardening, you think of what are you doing immediately on campus to protect those classrooms for those kids. You know, they're saying that the average response time for a police officer to arrive to campus is somewhere between 5 and 7 minutes. We're focused on that 5 to 7 minutes. We want to make sure that classroom is protected as long as it takes for the police to get there and handle the situation. So
you guys are talking about bullet-resistant glass and doors as well.
Right. We're looking right now, bullet-resistant doors can be very expensive.
Right.
And so when you're dealing with an allocation among 200 schools, because that's what we have in Orange County, that's a lot of schools to cover. We have 250,000 students here. We're the 9th largest district in all the country. And so we have to say, what can we do that's affordable, effective, and can be done immediately? So we're now looking specifically at the window inserts of every classroom door, saying that's a $150, $200 fix to just replace that with bullet-resistant glass.
And what's the response been like from some of the school districts and your local leaders in Orange County? What's that been like? Have they been responsive?
I think our concern is the bulk of the response right now really seems to be focused around mental health and gun control, and that's a polarizing subject, which is why we really are concentrating on hardening our schools. You do speak to the legislatures and the school boards, and they are open to those measures. But to Stacy's point, in talking even about finances and the concern and the time it may take to develop our budgets and get our grants and whatever necessary, there are some immediate things we can do now that actually don't cost anything. For example, modeling ourselves after the safest school in America, they do something as simple as having a red line in their classrooms. So they've determined the safest spot for children to be in the case of an active shooter on site. So the goal is to have the children go to the safe tape area. In addition to that, ensuring that the doors are locked, that if there is a file cabinet or something that they can push in front of the door. In addition to some of our other measures, we're trying to also encourage to have within our schools. You know, we're knowing that there's things we can do immediately and not wait for some legislation to go through on funding.
Obviously, you get law enforcement involved and they will come, but slowing that shooter down is something that is essential, correct?
And that's what we're doing. That's what we're trying to do. We want that 5 to 7 minutes, just like Stacy said. That is so important. We want to put steps in, to put measures in that we can protect our kids for that 5 to 7 minutes where we can get that law enforcement there.
Between the 4 of you, 14 children who are in Orange County District schools.
That's right. When
you guys put them on their buses and ship them off to school as they go to learn and develop, is there a sense deep down that you're worried for them each time they get on the bus?
Absolutely. I still have not recovered from Sandy Hook. You know, it doesn't escape you as a mom. It's kind of embedded in the fabric of who you are, and you just every day you pray for protection. But it has made our Mom's Day challenging. It's incredible to think, will I be able to see my child ever again? And it's real. That's a reality that we all think about every morning.
My mom told me every day growing up, don't forget to be smart. don't make that good choice, you know, because you have consequences. There are consequences to your actions. And that's another part of what we're looking for. You know, you need to be held accountable. You know, threats are not funny.
Right.
You know, we need prosecution. We need kids to know that if you make a threat, it's not okay. If you make a threat, you know, you need to be prosecuted.
You know, when I was going to school, it was often you would worry about your son or daughter getting into a fight at school. Why has it come to this point where every school, doesn't matter if it's elementary, middle, or high school, you're worried about a gun on campus? Why is it at this point in your eyes?
Social media.
You know,
social media and parenting.
I mean, I ask that question every night. I hate when my kids come home from school and I say, how was your day at school? And they say, oh, we had a lockdown again. And I want to get beyond that, where we're really focusing back on the education. We're focusing back on the school experiences. Our teachers are not afraid to go to work. They're there to teach. The more we can get back to that, and really what we're saying is give them safety. Give them safety, at least something in the classroom that they know they can close that door and a bullet's not going to get through it very easily, if at all. We want to get bars across these doors so they can't be kicked in. You know, right now we're watching videos of schools, other places that are actually trying to put like big desks in front of the door, hoping that's going to be enough protection. That's not enough protection. Another thing we've looked at that we haven't talked about is we were talking about communication. Right now, if a teacher is in a situation where they're panicked and they need to alert someone that there's an active shooter or an emergency of some sort in the classroom, they have to walk across the classroom to a wall to press a panic button. And then we discovered that that panic button goes to the front desk of the school. So we said, wait a minute, why can't we have direct communication with our police department in the case of an emergency? So much like a fire alarm system is set in a school, the minute you press the fire alarm, it goes directly to the fire. Why can't we, in a code red situation, have direct contact? Our parents, our teachers, our administration have direct contact with our police to lessen the amount of time it takes for them to get there.
Because every second, every minute matters.
It does.
It does.
It
Every
does.
second
Every
matters.
second matters. Every second it is a possible life, another life
Absolutely.
being
That's
taken.
right.
And also, too, having your secretary or your front desk crew responsible for the overall safety of those students, when that person may be in an emergency situation themselves,
No doubt.
then what? It's lost time.
We did some research. We've really been diving into this ever since our neighbors to the south suffered the loss that they did. And we've uncovered companies that actually have an alert button that the teachers can wear, and it's GPS located, which is another point. Not only do we want to lessen the response time and get direct communication to the police department, but for the police department to know where specifically on campus this emergency is coming from, because it's all GPS located, and every other teacher that gets the alarm can immediately go to their phone and see where on campus it's coming from. It's just information that helps us be more prepared.
You know, this alert system we're looking at, it speaks, it says, this is a lockdown, lights off, you know, locked doors. You know.
And I think I was, you know, in high school once. I get that when you hear fire alarm, you don't necessarily take
Right.
it as
Right.
You're kind of just walking out there, you're like, oh, okay, little break from class, you know. And so to have a system in place that alerts you and alerts everyone on campus that this is actually a real threat and to take cover is certainly imperative.
Absolutely.
I want to know what's next for this initiative for SAFE. What is next for you guys as you continue to get the word out?
Well, currently we're working on our website. We want other parents who feel the same to reach out to us, because obviously the more of us there are, the more influence we'll have.
The time is ticking. Every day that goes by is another day we're sending our kids to school and saying, I wish if we had these affordable, effective ways to secure our classrooms, why can't we get that tomorrow?
And if you'd like to get in touch with those moms, their website is parents4saferschools.com. That'll do it for us this morning on The Weekly. Remember, for the latest news, weather, and traffic updates anytime, just head to clickorlando.com. I'm Justin Mormith. Have a great Sunday.